Greg Watson from Watson Real Estate. I'm here to bring you today the REINZ monthly property report, mainly pertaining to Manawatu. Just trimmed it down. It's a 64-page report. I've trimmed it down to just a few for you. Just remember, on our webpage is this really great blog section, which I'll just take a moment to mention. And there's usually a lot of news and current affairs in there, downloads, etc. So feel free to have a look at that. But that's not what we're here for. So let's have a look at the monthly property report. This has just been released by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, and this is relating to December. Lowest number of properties sold for the month of December for 7 years. So things have slowed down. Where is that slowdown? Largely in Auckland. Auckland being 50% of the market, where it's decreased the number of properties down, and year on year it's down by almost a quarter. That's not surprising because Auckland had been growing for so long that you've got the volumes down in some areas there as well. Manawatu doesn't really feature on either the largest falls or the biggest gains in terms of properties selling. I'd like to have a look at some of this data, which particularly the median house price year on year. You may recall that I love the fact that they take out Auckland. So you see Auckland has only had growth of 0.2% year on year in house prices, nationally 1.5%. But if you look at New Zealand outside of Auckland, you can see how much of an impact the Auckland market has on the rest of the country, because prices around New Zealand up 6.4%, and Manawatu is performing quite a lot better than that. But it just shows you that by volume, what happens in the Auckland market can really have quite an effect there. The days to sell has dropped. It's got longer, I should say, and apart from Manawatu, which we'll come to soon, but Auckland's taking 5 days longer than the equivalent month last year. So what does this mean for the median price changes? And this is year on year, and you can see here Manawatu Whanganui up 11.7%. So one of the better performing areas, only beaten by Gisborne, Marlborough and the West Coast, who's seen significant growth. Now there are some comments here about the inventory, or inventory, depending on which way you want to pronounce it, and that's where we've had the largest fall for quite some time in the number of properties available. So this is Manawatu Whanganui down 1/4, which is 266 less properties available across that whole region. We know that's because of really high positive migration into the area, or net migration, which is approximately 1,000 people per year into the region, and they need to be housed. So it's natural that people are reluctant to sell in a market where it's difficult to find a property to buy. A little bit like what came first, the chicken or the egg. The adjusted sales volumes, that's this part here. When compared to December in 2017, we just have less sales, down 6%. So December quieter than normal. The median price, Manawatu Whanganui, has gone up 11.7%. So that's good news for homeowners. For example, a property at around 400,000 at this time last year would be worth around 440 if you use these medians as a bit of a guide. Bindi Norwell, the CEO of REINZ, a lot of acronyms there, said that the market has remained buoyant through December and the price is up 11.7%. Whanganui district has seen a record median price, and that's not really surprising, seeing as though the inventory is down. She mentions that the LVR changes, that's the changes to the size of a deposit you need to lend, may create more activity in the market. So there's some of those key stats here. Our days to sell have actually decreased by 3 days. The properties are selling quicker. That's a sign that the market is busy. So here's some trends within the region where you can look more relevant to the area you live. Palmerston North City, for example, we really want to compare what's in December 18 to December 17. don't compare it so much with what happened last month. So we've got a 10% or 11.7% increase, where the median price has gone from 360 to 400, and there is the volume sold just down a bit. Some of those key stats there. For those of you who like graphs, this part here is around about the end of 2015, and you can see the trend line, which is the important one, is just continuing up steadily. I see no reason why it shouldn't continue to do so, personally, my personal opinion, for about the next 12 months, at least. This is the number of properties selling. So again, it's risen from when it was quieter, and when the market improved, naturally more people sell. Days to sell has dropped, and the house price index has increased. So I hope that's of some help to you, as well as our blog on our website. We've got our resources page, everything from videos to a blog. We've even got a radio show. The radio show has all the latest news around what's happening in housing in the Manawatu. It's a weekly show, and they are here courtesy of Manawatu People's Radio to download those episodes. Great, thanks for watching, and hope you have a lovely week. I'll send another report next month.